Right, so the question is, am I going to make it? I really don't know. It's a bit dark in here because it's dark outside and I'm driving at the moment. So let's see if I actually make it. It really is touch and go. Today I've decided to come and work Heathrow Airport during the Kipper season. Yes, it's January and the Kipper season is in full swing. I'm getting here a little bit later than what I wanted to, basically because I couldn't be bothered to get out of bed. I just want to mention all of the new subscribers that have subscribed to my channel recently, and I've got to say, I really appreciate each and every one of you subscribing. It just sort of brings a smile to my face every time that subscriber count goes up, and it makes it feel worthwhile that I'm doing these videos and people are actually watching them. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. Hit the subscribe button down below. Let's hope it isn't too busy here today. Well, busy on the terminals and busy with people wanting taxis, but let's hope it's not too busy in the feeder park and that the wait here isn't too long. This is not a good sign. It's never a good sign when you end up queuing on Newell Road. Well, that's it, we're in, sort of, anyway. Sundays is generally a good day to work Heathrow Airport, but it doesn't look like today's going to be that great, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how long we do this time. We can always look on the WhatsApp groups to see whether it's worth coming back after we do the first job. As if we get one into London, we don't know where that's the thing about driving a taxi, you never know where you're going to end up. You know, whether you're working Heathrow Airport or whether you're working the streets, you never know where you're going to end up, where that next job is going to take you. I was just looking at the WhatsApp groups. It looks like it's over a 3-hour wait to get to the barrier of the feeder park. That means to get out of the feeder park, out of the taxi feeder park. Now, some of you might ask, if it takes that long to go through the feeder park system, is it really worth working Heathrow Airport? But then it's probably very quiet in central London today as well. Well, at least we'll get time, if we get parked up, to go in and maybe get a bit of breakfast. Go into the canteen and get a bit of breakfast. Nice bit of full English. I haven't had a full English breakfast for quite some time. Just been for a bit of breakfast and still sitting in the North Feeder Park. I think I've been sitting here now for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Well, I haven't been sitting in the cab because I went in and had a bit of breakfast. Listen, the breakfast here ain't great, but I haven't had a full English breakfast for a long time. I've been really good with what I've been eating lately, and I just thought I'd treat myself for once. It's Sunday morning and I thought I'd have a full English breakfast. Not the best breakfast in the world, but it's edible. So looks like I've got about another 15-20 minutes before I move over into the South Feeder Park, which is the main feeder park. The North Feeder Park is really the overspill from the South Feeder Park, so it would have been better if it was just one large feeder park, because then you could just park up and relax. But it sort of breaks the time up, really, because you sort of an hour and a half here and then an hour and a half over there, and you know, if it was 3 hours you knew you was going to be here, you could go for a walk somewhere or go and do something. But when it's sort of split into two, it doesn't really give you the time to do anything. I mean, I do a lot of reading when I'm out here, and that's one of the great things, because I'm a tour guide and I do a lot of tours. I'm always reading up on new things, new tours to do and things like that, so it gives me the time to do that. And it gave me the time to formulate my Ted Lasso tour that I do, by sitting out here and watching all of the 3 seasons of Ted Lasso. So it's not, for me, it's not time wasted, it's time that I use to do other things to do with my job. So yeah, it's time that can be utilised for enhancing what I offer as a tour guide. Right, so we're just moving over from the North Feeder Park to the South Feeder Park at last. 1 hour and 25 minutes we've spent in here. It looks like all of a sudden things have started to happen at Heathrow, because it seems to be moving a bit faster than it was when we first got here. So that's all us all parked up again for a bit longer. Right, so we're just moving up to exit the feeder park. And how long have we been here? 3 hours exactly so far. 3 hours exactly from the North Feeder Park to the South Feeder Park, and we're still not out yet. So yep, this is definitely working Heathrow Airport during the Kipper season. And why do they call it the Kipper season? One theory is that January, or the first part of the year, the first quarter of the year, was so slow that all that cab drivers could afford to feed their family was kippers that were cheap. Personally, I can't stand kippers. If you like them, if that floats your boat, so be it. It's not my cup of tea though. Well, we seem to be moving quite fast coming out of here now. Must have been an influx of flights coming into Heathrow Airport. So I wonder what terminal we're going to get. Terminal 4, my favourite terminal, not. The how much terminal, as they call it. So there we go, halfway around the airport to the how much terminal. I suppose I better put my seatbelt on, as we're now on the public highway. So it seems that everyone else behind me is getting terminals 2, 3 or 5, and I get terminal 4. Wonderful. It's unusual for just one cab to be sent around to terminal 4. But hey ho, It is what it is, as they say. And I'm on my way round to Terminal 4. So it took us 3 hours and 4 minutes to get out of the feeder park, to go through the system. But we still haven't, or I still haven't got a job yet. So it's going to take us a few minutes to get around to Terminal 4. And then we'll see what life brings us. Lots of plane spotters out and about today.
Right, so I picked this lady up that wanted to go to Streatham. So I left the Terminal 4 by the Terminal 4 roundabout down onto the A30, the Great Southwest Road, and then bared left onto the Parkway up to the roundabout, comply the roundabout, and then forward on the Parkway and up to junction 3 of the M4, and then take the third exit onto the M4 and along the M4. Now I wanted to do this video because the last one that I did about Heathrow Airport during the Kipper was a bit of a bad day, and this one wasn't too much of a bad day. So here we are hitting some traffic on the M4 as we approach the elevated section of the M4, up onto the elevated section. And then we come down onto the Great West Road and forward onto Cedars Road and then forwards onto Ellesmere Road. And then up to the Hogarth Lane, round the Hogarth roundabout, and then back on the Great West Road and up and over the Hammersmith flyover. Onto the Talgarth Road and then West Cromwell Road. Getting a bit of traffic here. And then we're going to bear right onto Earls Court Road. Forward into Redcliffe Gardens, forward into Edith Grove, all the way down to the bottom. Turned left onto the Kings Road, New Kings Road, and then turned right onto Beaufort Street and over Battersea Bridge. Battersea Bridge into Battersea Bridge Road, and then bear left into Prince of Wales Drive. And then we're going to turn right into Cambridge Road, and then back into Battersea Bridge Road and forward into Latchmere Road. Gets us heading down towards Clapham Common. Waiting at the lights here by the Lavender Hill Police Station. And we're going to go forward into Elspeth Road. Bear left onto Clapham Common north side and then bear right on to the avenue. Follow the avenue all the way down. Past Honest Tom's down on the left hand side. And then we're going to bear left on the Clapham Common south side and bear right into Cavendish Road. And then bear left into Poinders Road. Forward into Atkins Road. And then we're going to bear right, or turn right into Tierney Road and drop the lady here on the left.
I'm back at Heathrow, and that was quite a good job actually. Went to Streatham, and really nice lady as well, and she'd just flown in from Australia, been home to Australia for Christmas for a month, and she had just got back and got to go back to work tomorrow, which was probably a bit of a culture shock after being on holiday for a month. Anyway, I'm back at Heathrow, back in the feeder park. Currently been here for about an hour and a half this time. Doesn't look like I'm going to do as long this time as I did last time. Let's see what we're going to get this time. So we just started moving and heading out towards the barrier. So we've done just over 2 hours at the moment, which isn't as bad as last time, is it? So I wonder what terminal I'm going to get now. So I'm six cab from the barrier. Right, looks like we're moving. Just my luck, I get to the barrier and it says no demand, please wait. Looks like we've got Terminal 4 again. All the way around to the other side of the airport for Terminal 4. I don't know. Let me just have a look.
Because that's what typically closer than central London.
HA.
Let me just tell you. Yeah. It is HA49.
Yep.
JR.
JR.
Yeah.
I just want to have a look at something. Give me 1 second. Because if it's classed as a local job, I can come back.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's just that because it's classed as a sort of local job, I get to come back on the terminal rather than going through the system again, you know?
Oh, okay, so it's easier for you then?
That sort of, yeah, yeah.
So it's closer by, right?
It's actually about 8 miles away. So it could take us about half an hour.
Okay.
Well, 10 miles away from here.
Right, so we're going to leave this one by Stratford Road, comply the roundabout, down onto the Great South West Road again, following it all the way along until we bear left onto the parkway, and we're going to follow the parkway all the way up this time, underneath the M4. And then back on the parkway going north again. Following the parkway all the way up, until we come to the roundabout and bear right onto Church Road. And then we're going to follow Church Road all the way up until we get on to Mandeville Road. And from here, to be honest, I didn't really know where I was going, because we was going somewhere in Ruislip, which is sort of outside of the London area. So from this point, I basically just followed the sat-nav, dropped the lady off here on the right-hand side. And then it's a mad rush to get back to Heathrow Airport. Well, not a mad rush, but I'll let myself tell you here.
So this is where things start to get a bit nail-biting, actually. So that customer went to Ruislip, and really nice lady, over for a couple of weeks holiday. So because it's classed as a local job, I've got an hour to get back, but I picked her up from Terminal 4. So it's a bit touch and go as to whether I'm going to actually make it back to Terminal 2 in time. So I'm not going to break any laws, because it's not worth it. It's not worth getting 3 points on my licence just to get back to get another job. But if I do get back, it'll make the day an okay day. If I don't get back, it's not a disaster, but it's not a great day, to be honest. So let's hope that we make it back in time and get back onto Terminal 2. Keep your fingers crossed for me. To be honest, I'm not hopeful on this one, I've got to be honest. So I won't be putting back on at the feeder park, because it's now 7:10, and yeah, you know, doing another couple of hours there, it's the chance that you may blow out and not get another job. So yeah, I'm not that hopeful, to be honest, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we actually get back and just make it in time.
So this lady just wanted to go to the Radisson Red on Bath Road. So we leave by the Heathrow Tunnel, comply the aeroplane roundabout, turn right onto the Bath Road and left into the Radisson Red.
Right, that was another local journey. Just put my seatbelt back on, jumped out to help the lady out with her suitcase. She only went to the Radisson Red at Heathrow. So not too much of a stress to get back this time, because we've got an hour, and it literally took us about 8 minutes to get there. So we're gonna make our way back. I think we'll go back to Terminal 2 again and see how we get on. So I tried getting on Terminal 2 and cabs were hanging out the back of the rank. So I've come round to Terminal 3 and there seems to be some sort of security alert going on here at the moment. Traffic getting out of here is an absolute nightmare. Not a lot of work coming out at the moment, but it is what it is. It's that time of year, Kipper season, as I said. So let's see what happens.
So last job of the day, and I've got this one going to the Minories in the City of London. So we leave by the tunnel, comply the aeroplane roundabout up the Spur Road, around and comply the roundabout and turn right onto the M4 heading east into London. So we're heading along the M4 here, not much traffic this time of night, up onto the elevated section of the M4 and then down on to the Great West Road. Around the Hogarth and then onto the Great West Road, over the Hammersmith flyover, and then down onto the Talgarth Road and onto the West Cromwell Road. Now we're going to follow this all the way through, right the way up through onto Brompton Road, Furlough Place, and then Brompton Road up through past Harrods on the right hand side. Then we're going to bear right into Knightsbridge, and then we're going to comply Hyde Park Corner. Go around Hyde Park Corner, down Constitution Hill, past Buckingham Palace on the right hand side, bear left into the Mall and through Admiralty Arch and into Trafalgar Square. We're going to comply the Charles I roundabout, down Northumberland Avenue, and then turn left on to Victoria Embankment, and we're going to follow Victoria Embankment all the way along. No point this time of night in trying to cut it up because the traffic was fairly light, as you can see. It's just the traffic lights that are holding us up along here. So we're going to go Barwood Street and then on to Tower Hill, bear left into the Minories, and then we're going to drop the lady off on the right.
So that's it. That lady went to the Minories in the City of London. Really nice job, nice lady. Again, all of the passengers today have been really nice, to be honest. And that's me finished. God, there's an enormous rat just run across the road here. The size of a cat. So that was me working Heathrow Airport during the Kipper season, and to be fair, it hasn't been a bad day. Been a long day, a really long day, and I've been quite lucky because if I hadn't got back from that job to Ruislip, then it could have been a pretty disastrous day. It wouldn't have been a good day, let's put it like that, but it's been okay. So if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. It just makes me smile every time someone subscribes and watches my videos. Until the next time, thanks for watching. Be kind, be healthy, be safe, and be lucky.